there'll be a number of things when we watch the tape I'll look at and you know, critique and pay close attention to, but it was a hard-fought game, and we didn't do enough to win it.
Sean Payton coming off of and look, it's if you get to the championship game, you've had a great season. And I remember when I was a kid, whoever lost the Super Bowl was like made fun of. Like
yeah, you're right. It was like, this is over. Your career's over. You're a choke artist. This guy can't win the big game. That's how it was.
But you got to, and I think it finally changed when the Bills went 4 straight years, and there was an appreciation of the fact that you get to the top of the mountain, you get thrown back to the bottom, you climb back to the top of the mountain, you get thrown to the bottom, you climb back to the top of the mountain, you get thrown to the bottom, and then you climb back to the top of the mountain and get thrown to the bottom. And I think there's a respect for that, the perseverance and the persistence and the ability to have success, just not the ultimate success, 4 straight times. That I think that kind of changed. And I think after that, I hope after that, I know me personally, I viewed the Super Bowl loser differently. I think we should view the conference championship losers differently too, because you're still right there. You get to the Final Four and the margins are so small. We don't see 41-0 very often in the conference championship games. Both games this year were close. Either team could have won. It's hard to pick games when you really get to the divisional round because any of the teams left can beat any of the other teams playing.
Agreed.
And any given Sunday, it's no more true than when you get packed in to the teams that have proven to be the best in the league. It's not like there's some massive difference between the 1 seed and the 7 seed in the 2 conferences.
No, you're right. I mean, we talk about it all the time. This is where, you know, the difference in some of these games that we talk about throughout the season, it's 2 plays, it's 1 player, right? It's a player making a big play in a big moment. And you know, we've discussed that a ton. And we saw that the week before, how close the games were in the divisional round, where you just go, wait, if Josh Allen just kind of played a B-plus game, they're going to beat the Broncos. Instead, he played a C-plus game. They lost. I mean, that's 1 or 2 plays, 1 or 2 calls. It's that close. I can't imagine. You know, again, my career wasn't jack diddly squat, but the 1 playoff game I did play in and lost, it was in heartbreaking fashion. And, yeah, it took me forever to get over it. I mean, a month was going by, and I was still like, man, I can't believe we lost that game. Damn it, right? And
you still think about it.
I still think about it. And the championship game's got to be 10 times worse.
And Steve Young said that years ago, too. The higher you go, the more it hurts when you finally are bounced from the postseason tournament. All right, well, the Patriots advanced and the Broncos got bounced, and that's why we went down that rabbit hole for a moment. The next play, and I think it was the field goal block before the 4th quarter interception, I think chronologically, right?
Right.
The Broncos had a chance to tie it up.
Yep.
The snow was accumulating by then. And it looked like at first that the wind just took it at the last second on the field goal try. But then the replay, it was tipped at the line, and it sent it off on a path that, and I don't know with 100% certainty, but it sure looked like it was going to be good if it doesn't get tipped.
Yeah, I mean, I agreed there. And again, this is, again, where I think it's the Patriots and game plan and knowing moments. And I think they saw something. If you had to make me guess here, right, I think they saw something. If we could show that play again with the left guard protector there, which I believe is, their starting right guard, Menirez, right? I always butcher his name, the right guard. He's so damn good of a player. But he struggled in this one. Here he's playing left. And it looks like they specifically go, let's put 2 guys on him. Maybe he doesn't normally fire off the ball or hold his ground quite like he does when he's playing guard. And they attacked that specifically, it looked like, and got enough of a push, and between the elements and it being windy and probably, the kicker kicking a ball a little low so it feels like he can kick it through the wind a little bit more, all of that. Again, I doubt that this is accidental. I bet you this is something they saw on film where they felt like they could take advantage of it.
Now, our guy Darren Rizzi wasn't the special teams coordinator last year when they had that very memorable moment against the Chiefs where they had scouted the way that a certain guy was blocking and they barreled right through and they blocked the field goal attempt the Chiefs did that would have won the game for the Broncos. But, man, that's twice now.
Yeah.
Big games in 2 years where a potential flaw in the field goal protection contributed to a defeat, this one far more significant than the loss at Kansas City last year. Here's the other wrinkle that came out after the game. Wil Lutz, the kicker, said, "You couldn't see the lines on the field. I think we might have been a yard short on the snap. Can't see the lines and had to estimate. And so instead of being 8 yards back, 7 yards back, which makes it easier to block the kick."
Right.
And
it does look like it's like 6.5 right there. It doesn't even look like he's 7.
It looks like 6.5 or 7 because they're on one of the lines, the one of the man-made lines where the real lines are, and the ball's being snapped about 1.5 yards to 2 yards from the next line.
Right.
So, and this gets and like this. Hey, I mean, it's all happening very quickly and it's chaotic, and the snow makes it complicated. But this gets back to what you're saying, like with Vrabel. You know, Vrabel's whole demeanor during a game is like. He reminds me of a guy who's directing a crew that's unloading furniture from a truck, and because he's very active, and he's stuff's falling down, like he's trying, like there's 1,000 things going on while he's trying to get the furniture off this truck without the furniture getting ruined, and maybe that's from being a player because he still feels like he's got a uniform on, and he knows how it felt to be in the fray and trying to process everything that's happening in the chaos. So to have a former player there, like maybe he spotted, hey, they're not lining up as far back as they should. Like that's one of the pretty important factors. If you're going to look at all the things that could go wrong if you're trying to kick a field goal in the snow, top of the list is making sure we get our usual drop because we can't quickly see that it's 8 yards. Yeah. And the Broncos didn't do it. So
that's why New England is New England,
and
right?
that may have been the difference in the game.
All right.
Hey, Chris, if they make that field goal, there's a chance they're still playing that game this morning.
I mean, hear you.
Like how many overtimes are they going to go until somebody scores a point if that game's 10-10 at the end of regulation?
Yeah, hopefully somebody would have broke a run, like people would have slipped down, found a crack, and somebody would have broke a long touchdown run or something like that. But you're right. I mean, points were at a premium, and again, when people like use phrases like, the Patriot way or whatever, which the Patriots never used that phrase ever. That became a phrase from all of us out here in the media just because of their attention to detail. Like little things are big things when you're New England Bill Belichick, New England Bill Parcells, or of course Vrabel, who is continuing that now into a new era. Little things are big things, especially in big football games. And here we are. We've showed what? 2 plays so far? 2 plays so far. One team in a big moment didn't even know how to block their play. They were tricked by the way they played. And then again we get to a play here where it's a little thing, right? Yeah, but that extra 1.5 yards probably would have allowed the ball to be 2 feet higher, and now it doesn't get blocked, and maybe you have a chance to make that field goal and tie the football game. But yeah, it's little stuff like that I think we all forget about at times when the game is over because we just look at touchdowns and highlights, and this is where the great coaches separate themselves, are these little things where they could give their team some sort of advantage. Even though they're not playing, they can go, wait, this is a spot where I can help us steal a moment. And that's, to me, where Vrabel has just continued to shine throughout his career.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.